Good morning, guys, and welcome to the show. Fernando.
Welcome to the show.
Today we're going to talk to you about a unique feature on all of the audio control amplifiers. It's called front high, and it's an input. Let's figure out what it's all about. In today's world of car audio integration, one of the things that you could run into is a car that has one of these. A tweeter, as well as a mid-range. It's not like, oh my gosh.
What's the big deal?
Exactly. However, if you're gonna be trying to amplify that, well, you could run into some issues in that there could be an amplifier for the tweeter and a separate amplifier for that mid-range. That means there's 4 channels of audio just for the front of the car. That's what's called an active system. But if you only bought a 4-channel amplifier to power your whole system, well, you might not have enough channels. You're gonna have to do something we refer to as summing, where you take your tweeter channel and you mix it in with your mid-range channel. Audio Control has been giving you tools to do this for years and years and years. One of the most popular tools is the
LC7i.
Everyone pretty much realizes that is the gold standard for high-level integration. One of the really cool features, along with the LC7i being a high-level to low-level adapter, is its ability to sum channels together. It's kind of what it was made for in the first place, was to take that tweeter, that mid, and that sub, combine all 3 of them together and create one full range output. Knowing this, and knowing how useful that feature is they've included it in all of their amplifiers, both the LC and the D line. And today we have the D4.800, mainly because it's easier to give you a visual on it. We're gonna show you how it works and what it's actually doing. Let's head over to the bench and take a look. Located here on the bottom of the amplifier are the 6 high-level inputs for this 4-channel amplifier. That's right, 6. It has 4 RCA inputs as well as a single RCA output. But we're not going to be discussing those today. We want to focus on these guys here. You have front high in first, then front, then rear. Like the car we just showed you, it has those tweeters, and they're on their own channel from the factory amplifier. The mid-range is on its own channel from the factory amplifier, as well as the rear. This amplifier is going to give us the ability to bring those signals in and sum the front 2 together to give us a full frequency output for our front 2 channels. We're looking at the D series amplifier because we can plug this into a laptop and I can visually show you what we're looking at. Both the D and the LC have this feature though. On the LC, it's done through a gain pot that allows you to mix the 2 channels together. Let's head over to the laptop though and we'll show you what we're looking at. On the input view of our DSP software, we have our front input, which you could see is a mid-range and has a roll-off in the high frequency band. We go to our front high input that we connected our tweeter output to, and you can see that that signal that's missing from front, well, it's there. Now what we need to do is bring those 2 signals together so we can get a nice full frequency response. Switch to dashboard view. On this page, we can see our input RTA and our output RTA. Here's that tweeter response, switch to front, and here's our mid-range response. We need to combine those together, and that is going to be done here at output summing. If we click front, we'll see our mid-range response appear. If we add in front high, you'll notice that that whole area fills in. We'll slow it down some so we can take a closer look. And what we notice right away is that tweeter is definitely louder than the mid-range. Select front high and our output. We could slowly bring that channel down until we find the right level to match our input signal for the mid-range. Right about 9.1 seems to be right where we want that. If we go to output view, we can get a bigger, wider view of it. What this is giving us now is a full signal that we can now feed out of our front outputs and go to our new set of components that we're going to put in the car. That front high input can be used for a couple different things because it's just an audio input on the amplifier. So if you have like a radar detector or something that makes noise, maybe backup sensors that you added on, and you'd like to mix them into your system, you can connect them to that front high input. You have a volume control there to add them in or reduce to have them make noise over those front channels, or possibly the rear channels if they're backup sensors, because you can actually mix those front highs into the rear if you want. You don't just have to use it for front. It's kind of a cool feature most of you guys don't know about. That's why we're here to tell you about it.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
Alright guys, we hope you enjoyed this. Fernando?
On to the next one, guys.
You guys have a great night as always. We'll see you later next time.
Bye.
Bye.